Let me know if you can hear me. Hey, Sharon. Because I don't have service. I'm actually on somebody else's Wi-Fi. So, who listened to the podcast? Says I can't see or hear anything. Can you hear me now? Can you see me now? Waiting, 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 waiting. And it's raining out here. Okay. I don't know if I'm on. It says I'm live. All right, we got 8 now. Hey, everybody. 11. Hey, hey, hey. Can you hear me? Should probably put my umbrella up. It's raining. At least over the camera equipment, huh? Hi, Brilliance. Hey, Shirley. I'm going to put the umbrella like this so I don't get my camera equipment. I wish I could prop it up. Oh, you can hear me. Good, good, good. Hey, Patrick. Hi, Robin. All right, everybody can hear me. Awesome. Oh, thanks. So I have a new friend who's helping me out with Wi-Fi signal and with the umbrella because it's raining out here and I don't have any Wi-Fi out here, as you guys know if you watched the
Love you, Crystal.
Thank you. You're crazy. Anyway, did anybody listen to the podcast? That's what I want to know. Did you listen to the podcast? We got to make this quick. I have a limited signal and I don't want to use somebody else's Wi-Fi up. I'm not trying to be out here in the rain all night. Yes, no, maybe so. Who listened to the podcast? Show with emoji hand. Yep, yep, yep. It was a 6-minute podcast. There should be no reason nobody listened to it. Hey, Pam. You did not listen to it? Okay. Okay, I guess it's going to end up being a random chat then, huh? Because nobody listened to it. It was 6 minutes long, guys. God, oh, this was the easiest one to listen to ever. No? All right. Well, I'm here at the Women's RTR. I guess we're going to have a random chat. I'll have to change the thumbnail for this then. And we'll have to listen to the podcast another day. So I'm at Women's RTR. And it's going good, except for not having a signal. I do have a new friend who gave me her hotspot. She's holding it here, and she's very close to me, so I got signal for this. I'm only going to be on for about 20, 30 minutes. So let's talk, let's chat, if you did jump on and you listen to the podcast, we can talk about it. But for right now, I guess it's going to be random because no one on here has listened to the podcast, and there's no need in me talking about it. If you didn't listen to it, we'll just postpone this and do it later. You'll have another chance. Patrick, you obviously aren't caught up on videos. You will know why I'm at Women's RTR if you watched the last video. I'm trying to put something in my pocket here. And that's not working so well. Hold on for a sec. Where's my pocket opening? There it is. So I ended up at the Women's RTR because I was contacted by the woman who organized the Women's RTR because she wanted me to come and present a little mini session, and she wanted me to also be on a panel as well. So that's why I am here at the Women's RTR. And it was a last minute invite, and that's okay. So I decided to just go for it. So I am here at the Women's RTR, even though I was not originally planning on being at the Women's RTR. So yes, I did. This is my little beanie cap, but I did have an actual head wrap on earlier today. So you guys missed that. It's raining out and I didn't want to get it wet. So yeah, that's why. But thank you. It does all match, right? I'm all in red. Lady in red. Yes, Pam, having fun. We've got a nice campfire going over there, and every night we light a fire, more and more people show up. So we have a nice campfire going. Thanks for asking. Let me scroll up. Okay. Hi, Kara. I'm new. How can I watch the podcast or be notified? So go to crystalvanner.com, Kara. Is it Kara or Kara? I'm not sure. I'm going to just say it both ways. Crystalvanner.com has my schedule, and you'll see everything listed there. The lives, I have 4 monthly scheduled lives. We have a podcast the first Saturday of each month. We have Freaky Friday the second Friday of each month. We have a Q&A the third Sunday of each month, and we have a book club the last Saturday of each month. So there's 4 scheduled lives. I occasionally jump on live just to randomly chat, and those aren't scheduled. But if you go to crystalvanner.com, you can see the whole schedule there. Christine wants to know how many women are here so far, or do I think have attended? I don't know. They were expecting 1,000. I think there's more than 1,000 women here. I think so. But yeah, it's a lot of women. And we're talking from tents all the way up to Class A's and everything in between. There are people parked in tents. I'm camping in tents, and in their small vehicles, Priuses, little SUVs, sedans, 4-door sedans, hatchbacks, everything, all the way up to 40-foot Class A's. We actually saw a school bus come in that was probably about 45 feet. It was a big school bus. So yeah, they're all in everything you can imagine. Hey, Calvin. Yep, we're having a good time. Anything else? Anybody else that just jumped on, listen to the podcast? If you did, I'll talk about it. How big is the Vanna area at RTR? I'm not at RTR. I'm at the women's RTR. And I don't have a Vanna area at the women's RTR. Have I done my panel yet? No, my panel is tomorrow. I did a mini session yesterday and a Q&A today about my mini session. And my panel is tomorrow, and then I have a 1-hour session I'm teaching on Monday afternoon. Yes, 2 o'clock. Yep. So no, I didn't do the panel yet. I didn't. So there's like 4 or 5 of us sitting on a panel talking about personal hygiene. Hi, Kathy. Rue, hey, how are you? Daryl says, yes, at the RTR, I will have a Vanner area. There's no way for me to tell how big it is because I won't know till I get there and can find a space. It won't be huge, so people will come and go. You don't have to park with us to come hang out with us though. So it won't be huge because it's BLM land. I can't block off a bunch of land just for myself. So it won't be huge. It'll probably be enough for 15 vehicles to hug up on each other and be kind of close. You're gonna have to be like a parking lot close, but it'll be fun. Don't worry. Like I said, you don't have to park with us to come hang out at the campfire or just come and see me and say hi. If you want to be further away from the crowd, that's totally doable. So much room out there. You can park wherever you want and just walk over and say hi. Hey, Eva. Hi, Colin Shotgun. Mr. G, what's up? Love the LeVar Burton podcast, but I'm not into the prison dialogue. Oh, I'm sorry that you don't like listening to Ear Hustle. It's one of my favorites. This particular episode was about Earlonne Woods being released from prison, so it's a really good one. So I think you should just listen to it. You never know. You might like it. Rue, do you have a question? You said can, and then you stopped. Christine says, for the women not able to attend this year, will there be some sort of info where the tribes will be going? No, there's not going to be any kind of info, I don't think. Women will hook up here and go travel together, I'm sure, but I don't run it. You'd have to ask Sue-Ann. I don't run it, and I don't have that information. All I would say is go to cheaprvliving.com/women's RTR and check all the information you see. Kathy is on the way, but she's going to miss the panel. You're 19 hours away. Please take your time and drive safely at RTR. Yes. Hey, Anna. Anybody of the 63 people that are on the live right now, emoji hand if you listen to the podcast, and I will go ahead and discuss that. Nobody had listened to it, which is why I haven't discussed it for this first 10 minutes. So is there anybody who listened to the podcast? It was a 6-minute podcast, really short. It was basically about Earlonne Woods getting his the information from the governor saying that he has been commuted. His sentence was commuted after 21 years. He served his 21 of a 30-year sentence, I believe it was. So he only had a little bit longer to go, but his sentence was commuted just before Thanksgiving, and he is now out and free, and he has a job with Radiotopia doing podcasting. He's getting paid for what he was doing in prison. Calvin said, I plans on coming to RTR, but got assigned in Miami. Oh, that's too bad. Yeah, one day we'll catch up. Ruth said, can a Class A get anywhere near you. It's going to depend on how early you come to the RTR. If you're there the first day or two, then yes, you can park near me. Where I'm going to be is kind of where the old RTR was. I'm not traversing all that. I'll walk in for any sessions that I want to go see. I'm not dealing with that road that they cut through because the road is very narrow. And I know that Bob expressed that two-way traffic is fine, but I've been there and that road is narrow. So it's going to be hard for cars to pass each other, whereas on the other road, you can pass each other. So I'm going to stay in the old RTR site. Cara wants to know what RTR is. Rubber Tramp Rendezvous. Go to cheaprvliving.com for all that information. You can go to cheaprvliving.com, the actual website, and get the information. You can find it on YouTube as well and Facebook. Hey, Lisa. Vaban. Oh, you didn't listen to it? No one listened to the podcast. Ah. Oh, Kat, listen. Thank you for listening, Kat. So yes, Earlonne Woods is out. And I love the conversation that he had with his mom when he was getting released. She was so happy. You could hear her voice that she was so happy to have her son out. Now, his brother is still in prison. You remember his brother ended up coming to San Quentin and they were cellmates. So he did have to leave his brother in prison. But at least one of her sons is out, right? I listened to the podcast after that, and it's a really kind of sad one, but we're going to do that one in February. You know, it's a little bit sad, but we're going to do that one in February. Mr. G is coming Friday evening. Okay, hopefully you can fit next to the family. I hope so. I'll try my best to save you a spot, but I don't know how many people are showing up. So many people are saying they're coming, and then I've had people say they can't come now, and I don't know who wants to park near me and who doesn't. So it's going to be a toss-up to see how much space I end up having on the first couple of days. And you know how last year people came, some people stayed for a weekend, some people stayed for one night, some people stayed the whole 2 weeks, some people stayed 3 nights. So it's like people come and go, come and go. So we're always shuffling our vans around, moving our vans around, accommodating another van. Okay, you squeeze in, can you move over this way? So it was a lot of shuffling last year, and I'm anticipating more of the same. People shuffling around. So be prepared that you might have to move over and be a little closer for comfort if you want to camp with me, but there's more than enough space on the BLM land and at the RTR actual site that they chose to park. There's more than enough room there, and you can always park there and then come visit me and walk over and visit me. So if you don't want to be too close at my actual camp, I would suggest parking further away and just walking over and visiting for a day during the day or something like that. Hey, Miss N, thank you so much for the links. I appreciate that. They don't make the links clickable, Miss M, unless you put the HTTPS // Unfortunately, I don't know why. Even if you put just the www, because the Cheap RV Living one is not a clickable link. Cara's coming. All right. There are definitely people in camper and cars and in tents, so it's doable. Actually, the woman that is the main person who runs the women's RTR, she actually camps in a Prius, and I think she's been in a Prius for a few years. So she's able to do it in a Prius, which is kind of cool because if you think about it, a Prius is really like a generator. She can run her heat all night. She can run her AC all night because it'll kick on as needed and not run her car battery down. So it's kind of cool actually to have that feature in such a small vehicle. Did anybody else listen to the podcast and want to talk about it? Because this is just a random chat now because we only had a couple people listen. Again, it was only a 6-minute podcast. So please go back and listen to it. And if you want, listen to the next one. We're going to talk about that one in February. Hey, New Normatic, I got your text message only just now because I haven't had service here. The women's RTR in Bouse has no service. So I just was able to jump on someone else's Wi-Fi and your text message popped up. So by all means, I want you to come camp with me. As a matter of fact, I don't have a way to get in touch with you, like I said, because I don't have service. I would love it if but when it's done, I'm going to drive over to Quartzsite and kind of see if my space is available. Don't know if you're willing to go over early and hunker down there and hold on to it for me until noon. If that's something you would be willing to do, I'd appreciate it. But if not, I'll just go over there after around noon or 12:30ish and see if it's available and do what I can to hold on to it. But I've got to come back here on Monday. So unfortunately, I have another thing on Monday. Carl says, is there one next month or only yearly? Because I'm not starting car camping till next month. No, the RTR is only once a year. Please go to cheaprvliving.com for all that information. It's not my function. I don't run it. I have nothing to do to it. I'm an attendee just like you. But all the information is on cheaprvliving.com, the website, and Cheap RV Living on YouTube. And you can look at some of the stuff from last year. He has some of the sessions recorded. Some of the things are recorded from last year. And you can definitely jump on there and look at 2018, January 2018. You can look at some of those sessions and see kind of what it looks like, what kind of things they talk about. They've added a few different things this year, I believe, but it's going to be a lot of the same because there's a lot of new people out here. So some of the information will be repetitive because there's a lot of info that new people need to know. So this is not a monthly thing. No, I'm sorry. Same thing with women's RTR. They're both in January and they're only once a year. Okay, we've been on for about 16 minutes. I'm going to give it about 5 more minutes, maybe 4, make it even 20. Like I said, I'm on someone else's hotspot and I don't want to be on too much, and I'm missing the campfire. I really want to go back and hang out with the ladies at the campfire. We're having a good time around the campfire. So is there anything else anybody wants to talk about? Anybody that watched the podcast of the 82 people that are on want to say what they thought about it? Or want to ask a random question, that's fine too. Don't forget to hit that thumbs up for me because there's only 43 thumbs up and there's 80 of you on. Come on, go and hit that thumbs up for me. I'd appreciate it. Thank you. 44. Woohoo. Thank you. Awesome. Thank you, guys. I appreciate it. Those numbers help. Don't be jealous. Just prepare yourself to be out here next year. New nomadic. You're so funny, Steven. I hope all of you guys are having a really good new year. I hope it's off to a great start. I'm embracing my New Year's resolution, which is growth. And I'm growing by attending the women's RTR that I said I wasn't going to attend. But I'm stepping outside and I was asked to do something and I'm stepping out and I'm doing it. So I hope everyone who shared with me on the New Year's Eve live that, you know, whatever it is you just said you were leaving in 2018, I hope so far you've left it. And whatever you said you were going to embrace or pick up in 2019, I hope that you are definitely doing that, or at least making strides to doing that, because that's what we really need to be doing. We don't want to be the same old person that we've been and not getting anywhere and not living happy, right? So let's embrace the new stuff that we wanted to and leave that stuff in 2018, the anger, the toxic people, all that. Leave that. Don't pick it up again. Clarity says, only 400 miles to go. Good for you for accepting the WRTR invite. I appreciate that, Clarity, because I was really on the fence when I got that message about coming. I was kind of like, nope. That was the first thing that popped in my head when I got it. I was like, nope. But then I said, you know what? You need to do this. You really need to do this. So I'm glad I didn't go with my first instinct. Hey, Wish. It was good meeting you today too. You got service. You're lucky. Eva says I'm heading to the East Coast doing the West Virginia to Florida circuit. Oh yeah, Florida will be nice right now. Rue wants to know if the van totally repaired. It's not totally repaired, but the few things left to do on it are a little bit minor. 2 tires and a tune-up and little things. Yeah, little things. Hey, Cindy, thanks for jumping on to say hi. I appreciate it. Thank you so much. Thank you, thank you, thank you. Appreciate it. Hi, Survivor. Steven's like, go and join the campfire. We'll talk to you later. So there is service in Quartzsite. So look for video once I get to Quartzsite. I'll definitely be doing some short little 5 to 10 minute videos almost daily probably. And jumping on a live here or there just to chat with you guys. If you are coming to RTR and you don't want to park with me, but you want to come hang out, I'm telling you, come on the Friday nights, because that's when we will be having Freaky Friday in person. There will be no Freaky Friday for the month of January on YouTube. But if you're at the RTR, come hang out at the fire, and we're going to do Freaky Friday by the fireside. So bring your adult beverage over to the RTR Vanner Family Campsite and bring your chair and bundle up and prepare to have a couple of hours of just talking about whatever around the RTR campfire. I love you guys so much. Thank you so much for watching. Thank you for jumping on, even though this was a really short live. I appreciate you guys so much for going back and watching the old videos right now while I don't have any service. That helps. I've been occasionally getting a signal, and I've been seeing some of the comments on some of the older videos. So if you haven't done that yet, go back and check out some of the old videos. Go look at the playlist where I tour all the different vehicles and look at all the different vehicle tours. You can binge watch the playlist that has all the videos from day one of living in the van all the way to now. I appreciate that, because for the next several days, I won't have, you won't see much videos from me. I love you so much. Bye, guys.